Alrighty, so today I am speculating who are the last remaining characters in KoF 15. So, without further ado, I'm not going to waste your time or anything, let's get into it. I know this screen over here shows that there's 9 available spots, but there's 2 of them that we already know of, one being Dolores, who is in the trailer, I think that's what her name is, and Hydern, who's on the cover, but we haven't seen him in-game anywhere. So, the first team I'm going to focus on is this one over here with Splatoon Girl. That's really the best way I can summarize her. I think she's definitely on a team with Dolores. Dolores definitely shows up here. Yep, there you go. Hydern is interesting because he realistically could be on K-Dash's team with his connection to the Ikari Warriors, but I think he might just be on this team over here. I'm not entirely sure why. I'm not really sure if there's any more newcomers coming to this game, so I'd probably say Hydern's there, mostly because I think K-Dash's team is going to be a little bit more of a surprise, just based off of the fact that they haven't shown any K-Dash gameplay, even though he was revealed in the first trailer of the game, like earlier this year. So for K-Dash's team, I'm pretty sure it's going to be, it's going to comprise of one character everyone knows of. It's Kula. You can't really have K-Dash without Kula, you know, the whole fire and ice dynamic and blah, blah, blah. So I think that's a lock. But the third character is interesting because I don't think it's going to be Maxima. I actually think it could be Angel. Now, lore-wise, does this make sense? I don't really know. I know that Kula and Angel hate each other for some reason, but I think this would be an interesting team, and I'm kind of feeling it in my bones that Angel will be in the game, and I think the team that she will most likely be on is K-Dash's. Now for Ash's team. It was pretty much teased at the end of KoF 14 who's going to be on his team. Elizabeth is guaranteed, mostly because the dynamic those two have, they're basically inseparable. But the last character on Ash's team, I really wanted it to be Shenwu because I think Shenwu is just a really cool character gameplay wise and the way he looks. But recently SNK released a silhouette, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Kukri. I'm personally not a big fan of this character, like design wise or anything, but fine by me, I guess. Now the last team is definitely the biggest point of speculation because it doesn't even have a member to kind of give you context clues as to who the rest of the team could be. So I'm going to assume this. We have not seen Kim Kafwan at all during any of the marketing of this game, and I find it very hard to believe that Kim Kafwan would not be in a KoF game, excuse me. He's been in like almost all of them, and I've had so much fun with Kim. I think he's one of the most like fun fighting game characters I've ever played as. Not to mention, it would be damn near sacrilege not to include him. Like, he is a KoF mainstay. So I think the last team will definitely have Kim in it. However, the last two are probably where I kind of get a bit too optimistic or out of touch with my picks here. Now, Gang Il is definitely a possibility to be on Kim's team, but I just don't think that would happen. I know Luong is in the game and she's his lover or whatever, but I don't think he'll be in. Just a gut feeling. Instead, I think what will happen is that since Shiro and Shermie and Chris are back in the game, I'm really hoping that they bring back more characters from KoF 2002, and if they do, 2 of them that I really want would fit perfectly on Kim's team. So one of them would be June. I think June is a really, really fun character. I like the way his stances work, and he just looks cool as hell. Like, he never uses his arms during fights, so I really appreciate him being in. And the last pick I have, this is kind of like, this is very important to me because I've been wanting this character back in a KoF game forever. I would love to see Mei Li again. I think she's super interesting gameplay-wise, having 2 separate stances. One being where she's using predominantly her kicks, and the other one being this like superhero stance where she's like shooting shockwaves and blowing people up. So I would love to see her again. So I think that's it for the base roster. Another thing I wanted to talk about real quick was definitely these slots over here. Like, there's 13 of them, right? And here's the thing. I don't think I've ever seen a fighting game, at least pre-launch, ever have empty slots on a character select screen. I know like maybe one game, and that was Injustice 2, but that wasn't even pre-launch. After Red Hood got in, they showed all the other empty silhouettes for like hype reasons or speculation. Even in newer fighting games, when they show like characters that are coming in a season pass, they don't have like slots specifically made for them. They just kind of just There you go, they're in. So the optimist in me thinks that these slots over here could be unlockable characters. I don't think that will be the case because unlockable characters have not been a thing in fighting games. Some of them make you like play through the game to unlock characters. I'm talking about unlocking secret characters. And that could make sense because even with the roster I picked, there's a lot of like KoF classic characters that are not in right now, like Goro Daimon and Billy Kane and Geese. I'm really surprised Geese didn't make the base roster here. Who knows, maybe they're DLC slots, but I think not a lot of companies would go out of their way to get this far ahead of like their roadmap for a game, so we'll see. So what do you guys think? Who will be in the game? Who do you want in the game? Comment your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Consider subscribing, and I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching.